it's alright.
Not trying to use the power of Satan. He's like, I want to be as strong as my brother. He's like, that's was the reason to be an exorcist, was so that way I can be stronger than him. Now he's an exorcist, and he doesn't go, oh boy, I'm a little pussy and I'm be mad. He's like, no, I need to figure out where my strength lies.
Oh,
and
wow.
And then when he starts to figure out his own strength, his eyes start to go blue, and then they're like, you got a little bit of Satan in you? And he's like, no, whoa. And then he's like, wait, I don't want to have the power of Satan. And then he has to go and figure out how to control his own Satan that's in him. And then he's just like, but then he ends up like having to fight Ren, and then Ren's like, I'll just use my fire on you. And he goes, I think you forget. Your fire doesn't affect me. You've been on fire since you've been in the womb. I'm immune to fire. And I went, ain't no way they said that.
Hey, I mean, that's a bar in itself. That's a bar in itself.
Yep.
Respecting someone else's strength while simply seeking your own.
Yep.
That sounds like a really interesting thing.
Yep.
Sasuke.
I was like,
Sasuke.
yeah, I was like, oh
Shots
shit.
inspired.
Oh.
Don't sound like something any Uchiha would ever do. Sasuke. I'm sorry.
I'm sick.
Tell me how you really feel, bro. Alright, I don't know how to do that. Alright.
Love it
Y'all
when
got some-
Naruto
y'all
called
comfy?
him a little bitch. That was the
y'all
best.
Y'all comfy? Y'all got y'all shit straight?
I need an extra pillow.
Best line I'd ever heard. I watched in the... Oh, my God. It was so long ago. Back when Crunchyroll was a fucking pirate site. I saw that first and second season of Naruto. The one that ended with the first fight on that roof. When
Oh, the one when Sasuke realized why the show was still called Naruto?
Yeah.
The one when Naruto called Sasuke a little bitch.
And Kakashi was like... And Sasuke looked at Kakashi, was like, he had a right to call him a little bitch. He was like, look at the other side of that water thing.
That could have been you.
That was you. This was going to be your cheeks and not the way you wanted them to be.
Yeah. Naruto was this close to improving his series.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy though, because they always talk about like the fight at the end with them, and it's just like, you do realize that Naruto was trying to capture this nigga the whole time.
Yeah,
Capture that
Sasuke was
heat.
fighting for his life, and Naruto was like, "I'm not using everything.
I'm just trying to catch you."
Naruto captured that ground with his neck.
The only reason I even give Naruto, like, as an anime, the respect it deserves is because there's one YouTuber called Nick. What's his channel called? The Weeb Commander, and he got a Naruto channel as well. And the first thing he said was like, Sasuke's a trash character. He was written trash. His brothers are trash. He never did anything by himself. He was like, he's the fucking worst. He's like, he's arguably one of the worst parts of the show. He's like, besides that, and like, I like him a lot too because he realizes all the flaws that are in Naruto, and he uses his analytical abilities to explain the shit that Kishimoto didn't.
Okay.
So like, I really enjoy him as a content creator because like, one, he gives me the canon information. He lets me know when he's making like these assumptions based off the information given, but nothing was complete. But he also like, he knows like, he admits to the plot holes, he admits to the farcities, and he admits to like all of the problems with Naruto. And I was like, as a fan base, my beef with Naruto fans was always the fact that like, you're not going to tell me Sasuke's a good character, and you're not going to tell me Naruto's better than One Piece. We can acknowledge that Naruto itself is a good show, and I mean a good manga, a good story in itself. Yeah. But I'm like, come on, call it what it is.
Yeah. I think it would have been cool if they would have done more developing for all these squads, all these, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I think the biggest downfall was.
Yeah. Like if he would have just, like, he created a world, but it did not feel fully lived in because we were revolving. It's just like for me with Star Wars.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Because there's an entire world, but you're only focusing on the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a bad thing. Like, I know that there's so much more now. There's all that extra content, you know, and all that other stuff. If you want to dwell super into
about, like,
it is
what
there.
We were given
but what we were given
at the start,
is, you know what I'm saying?
But I agree with you right now. OG Naruto was goated. Zabuza, to me, is still one of my favorite villains in Naruto. Like, you give me all the god killers and all that stuff at the end. Like, Zabuza really was, because I liked him because he was just a regular ass dude that got fucked by the system. He did what he thought he was doing was right. Then he realized that he fucked up. He was like, well, fuck it. He's like, at the end of this, he's like, I'm gonna make my own decisions about my life. And it's like, realistically, that's what all anime villains boil down to. Like, you realize you manipulated, and you're like, fuck, well, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live it.
If he hadn't died, he'd be Piccolo.
Yeah. Like, out of all the villains and stuff that got saved throughout Naruto's tenure, Zabuza's the one I would have won. I would have loved to see him and Haku is like a reoccurring duo that comes up and helps out. I would have loved to see that growth because I mean, like, you kind of get that. You kind of get that with like Itachi and Sasuke. They try to get you these characters that were bad that turned good or whatever. And it's just like I think that Zabuza Haku would have been like so much better at that job.
But instead, Orochimaru gets amnesty.
Well, I think it's just because we didn't want to have the
Well, you can. I mean, yeah, Chris said that, but but I mean, like the Orochimaru thing, but Orochimaru was like, I like Orochimaru because Orochimaru was just pure chaos. Like, you have your good factions, you have your bad factions, and you got Orochimaru who's like, is he gonna align with you? Is he gonna help with you? So I like Orochimaru because really the first half of Naruto is all Orochimaru's fault. Like, he kept the plot going. He was just doing fuck shit in the background.
He was a really good villain.
Yeah. A really good villain.
Back,
villain, anti-hero, whatever Orochimaru is to the story at that point in time, is goated. They're goated.
I feel like he was like Ninja Hitler.
I mean,
he was bad. He was a bad person.
He wasn't bad as Griff though. He knew Griffith's mom heinous. He said Griffith. I was like, no, he's heinous. I don't know if he's that heinous.
I've never. But
I mean, like he was the plot. He was the villain. True. And he was what was pushing. Oh my god. It's not the plot.
I've never seen such a group of eldritch beings take one person and say, fuck this guy in particular, like they do with Guts. It's just weird. Like, they're killing the whole world, right? Yeah. But Guts gets it special. They're like,
it's because he's branded.
This guy is our main.
It's like, hey. I'm sorry. Usually when we brand somebody, it's over. This man's still out there. That's why it's hey, fuck all them. But that Brandon
spinning the block on him every time. Well, because it's crazy when you think about it, right?
Well, yeah, because it's a bunch of elder beings. We are the end all be all, and you got away.
But the thing too, you got to think about they got nothing else to do. I am eternal. I will live forever.
Yeah,
damn.
And I really been out here every time without fail.
Have you ever seen this one? It's a comic.
Except for once.
It's a Marvel comic. It's about Thanos. It's a comedy. It's about how every year Thanos chooses this one guy.
Yeah.
He was like, David.
Every year on his birthday. Yep.
On his birthday. He's this one guy in the world named David. Just one particular person.
Fox.
And Thanos goes and he just does something horrible to him. Like, he killed his parents.
Yep.
He killed his dog.
Yep.
He put racist tweets in.
Bro, it's like Thanos just like, I'm just doing it because.
That's what I mean. When you got beef with a guy and you don't have, because you gotta think that's a normal dude, but like Guts and Kratos are like people that are like, they have what it takes to fight back against the pettiness of a guy. Yep. But like David though, what is David supposed to do, man?
I felt so, like, I looked at it, I was like, there's no way this is, could not imagine.
That's horrible.
Could not imagine. Oh my God. Because it's like,
David, you just think you had a terrible life. You just fighting to do anything. And that is like May 31st.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
we're gonna fuck this nigga's life up today.
Happy birthday, David.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, switch from Marvel over to. Have you seen Justice League Dark switching over to DC real quick? Just asking. Have you seen
phenomenal.
that?
It's phenomenal.
I've watched seen a lot of Dark, but
okay.
You mean the show?
Like the movie?
I never saw the movie.
Oh, yeah, it's like I think it's a trilogy now because it's like
it's actually I think it's like 4. It's Dark, Constantine, and then like but like
Apocalypse War, I think.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
you should. I wish that was a story that would have been.
Dude,
if they would have made that a movie,
it's their own Max. I got them on DVD, or Blu-ray, I should say.
Only one of them.
Okay,
but I can't
because just the way Dark started, and like the chick is freaking out because she's so like someone is releasing magic into the world, so people are starting to be affected by it, and like they're starting to see demons and other things. So this lady's in her car and she's driving, and then she's the intro. This is the intro. The first 5 minutes, and then she just, bro. Yeah, you should, because that is just.
I'm trying to think. Do I have Max here? Do I have Max?
Because I'm telling you right now, this is the most crazy first 5 minutes for anything, and I was just like,
it's real.
It is, yeah, Like I went. Oh, I see why it's called Justice League Dark, because it was dark. And I went, damn, I'm about to watch crazy ass.
All right. That's the opening. That's the setup for the movie.
Ooh, man.
That is the setup. And this is the intro to a series. Like this is like series.
Was the rest of that there too? Hold on, please. You need to. It's the second part that gets me, bro. It was like that one gets me, but the second part is what made me go, "Oh, this is gonna be crazy." Right. We don't gotta watch the Superman part. It's just the Batman part. That's all. The second part, because it's the Batman part.
It's always the Batman part.
It's always the Batman.
It's always the Batman part.
You guys ever heard of this game called The Suffering? It used to be a big damn deal back in like.
Oh yeah, because it was really pushing the mature versus adult only rating.
Oh, see. Yeah. Oh damn it! Is the Superman part? It's whatever. It's a third part then that I want to see. Yeah. It's this. Yup.
Oh god.
Yeah, here's the Batman.
What have you done?
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah. The Superman part, I forgot all about that.
I forgot the Superman part. That one was alright. I mean,
yeah, it was alright, but this one
was different.
This set the tone for the movie for me. Because I went, what am I watching?
Like, I watched a Justice League movie, right?
Let me help you.
That's pretty late abortion.
They've given birth to the devil. It's the devil.
You're tired. Give me the baby. You don't want to hurt her.
Oh. Whoops.
I mean, it makes sense though, right?
Yes, but
Batman
that was
collects another orphan.
Dog, that was the part that got me. I went, oh, she jumped? Nah.
Cause from her angle, she just yeeted her baby off. It was a demon, but she yeeted her demon baby off.
And I was like,
okay, guys. She didn't yeet or do anything like that. She created another Robin. Now.
Hey, Rob, to be correct, he created another Batgirl. Or Bat person. We shouldn't assume their baby's gender.
Yeah, you're right. They still have time to decide.
Alright.
I want the baby to grow up and be like, I identify as a demon. Mom was ready to jump.
Bro, is that one of them little random sideline stories they did in there? It's like, I've always felt like I was evil. I don't know why I felt like I was evil. Like I was just that would be...
Yeah. So that made me watch the hell out of those movies. I went, oh man, yeah. And then they were like, we're dealing with magic. It's time to get John Constantine. I was like, John Constantine, hold up.
John Constantine. But also, John Constantine is a broken man. And you leave the broken man to save the world. That creates his own problems.
I talked to you about
That's why it's a trilogy.
Some time ago. I said he's my least favorite character. He's my most hated character. Because all he does is betray you over and over again. And every time he betrays you in a different story, it's all like, oh my god, I can't believe John Constantine betrayed us. But it's like, betraying you is the only thing he does.
Consistently.
Yeah. And it's like, eventually you just get tired of the character that betrays you, right? I mean, it's like why no one likes Terra in the Teen Titans. It's like, you exist for...
I'm not saying what you just said is a major plot point throughout the entire series, but...
I mean, it's John Constantine. Betraying you is the only fucking thing that he can do. That's the thing he knows best.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm like, yeah, bro. Got some more you want to get off your chest, dude? You sound like you was taking eggs over there.
If I know what's gonna happen at page 5, is it really still a novel?
Damn,
that's a bar.
Hey, look, that's. I'm not gonna lie though. That is how I felt about watching The Walking Dead. When they told me when I think I literally stopped at the end of season 1. As soon as they said there's no cure, I was like, I'm done here.
Yeah, because I mean, I was only watching it because you got me into it at the beginning, and then like when season 1 ended, I was just like, we just doing this So every episode, something is over there, and we are here, and we need to get that something over there because someone decided they wanted to go out and get bit, and now we got to deal with that.
Yeah.
Damn.
And this is the storyline.
I was like, that's all you can ever do. Because, like, if they had, like, I heard recently, like, they said something about maybe there's a cure out there and we were working on stuff, and I was like, okay, cool, that's a little bit too late to draw me back in.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go through fucking 6 seasons of there's only thing that we can do is build a society where someone's obviously gonna come and tear it down. Because we can't really have a society and or ever return to normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, you're asking me to invest in characters that I know have to die off because that's the only way to continue with the show.
Right, and you gotta bring new characters in. Like, it's no longevity for... Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the reason why I was like, I don't care.
That's why I've always, like, with zombie things, they needed to be one and done. Like, you need to get in, get out, tell the story you want to tell, and be done with it.
There was I don't remember
the games were 100 times better, though.
But the only thing I was like, because it's a game, because you were one and done. You're still one and done.
Again,
you know what I'm saying? You are correct. You just emphasized it. Yeah. But there was
double down on it.
There was a show, and I can't remember the name because I could never find it again. It was like it started at the end of the zombie apocalypse. Society was back. No, society was back, but the people who were zombies were on a medication to stop them from becoming zombies fully.
So they're still technically zombies.
So they're still technically zombies.
So they're taking zombie insulin?
They're taking their zombie insulin, but zombie insulin was running low. Ooh. So people were reverting.
That's interesting. That's a very interesting take on it.
So society was being mad at, like, people were like mad at other people because they were like, "You fucking flesh eater! You probably ate my wife!" And like, I was nowhere near that area. How could I eat your wife? Well, it doesn't really matter because you had to eat somebody.
Oh, racism.
You know what I'm saying? But it was for zombies. And I went, I can get behind this show.
That's an interesting take on it. That's something about, because you guys know how I feel about this. I've always been like very anti-zombie because everything is so boring, so done to death. But like, that's a very different take on zombies that that's fine. Like, I'd be interested to see where that goes. Because they
were talking about people like, because not only are people short on the supply, people are contaminating the supply because they are anti-zombie. And they're like there's like signs on door, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's racism against zombies. No of these people eaters allowed up in this bitch. People eaters. No ex-people eaters allowed in here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's ankle biters.
Mm-hmm. I would totally watch that.
Yeah, that's such
because if they
you can go so many different ways. It would have been
so great though if that's what The Walking Dead did. If they would have like kept that fact, like, they wouldn't have to know the people. It could be a subplot that you could put, like, randomly in an episode. It's another lab somewhere that's working on the cure. Because then that's in the back of my head. What if we could return society? What if the returning society ends up talking to the main cast that you see walking around and they get in contact again and then they start to build a society? Then you don't have to break this down. Then you could rebuild society, but then you could have other problems with people who don't take their medicine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Say maybe your medicine, just like any other type of drug, it starts to wear off. Like you have to take more and more and more until it doesn't even matter.
So many different ways you can take that story.
It's interesting and
that's
new.
Like that's a thing that I wanted to see.
That right there, interesting and new.
That would have been something great to see in some type of movie like that.
Right, because you're taking all the world's problems and you're essentially just inverting them all. Because it's like, essentially you want to be a crackhead in this world. Like, you want to have the drugs you need to, like, all the drugs you need to make sure that you can still live your life. And it's like, everything's just, so... Yeah. Fresh and new that's the perfect way to describe that. Like, it's exciting.
And I think that would be... like, if there was anything like that in I would have been so for it.
100%.
Like, you did, like, them blowing up the lab and then also the other lab that they were in contact with. Why did that have to go?
You say the lab and also the other lab?
Yeah, I was like, what?
That's an interesting
why would you do that? Why would you just... And there's no cure. And the people are... And they're like, also... Because, like, a cool thing to me was the fact that people were already alive and it was like, if we die, we instantly become a zombie. Whether we were bit, whether it was something like that. So then, if you remember, that was the beginning. So then that would mean that in this new world that gets reestablished, not only do regular people dying from old age end up becoming zombies, you could have people who've been cured from the... There would have been so much more to build on that. And that would have been an amazing thing to me. But it was like...
That sounds like a lot of work. And instead, I can just have zombie eat you bad.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would have just been...
write the script for it and call it a day.
God. Yeah.
Send it, sell it, ship it.
There was one zombie story that actually played it so straight that it was different from other zombie where it was just an apocalypse story. Everyone's eventually going to die. This one, they actually won. And that's a World War Z, but the book, not the movie.
I heard the
Tom
book
Cruise.
was, like, obviously the book's always better than the movie, but I heard this one was kind of, like, ridiculously how vast the gaping chasm was, but how good one was and the other wasn't.
Because it started 20 years after the zombie apocalypse was successfully defeated by humanity. And it was from the view of a reporter who didn't want to see the jingoistic, yeah, we really kicked their asses, go America. He wanted to see, like, the individual people's stories. So he went to individual people and interviewed them on what their experience was. And each of them had a very different way that they survived emotionally and physically.
Actually survived.
Yeah. And they also they played it completely straight where they took a look at the concept of a zombie apocalypse and they had, like, actual military commanders with actual brains. That actual smarts, like really smart commanders go like, okay, how do we win? And they're like, they did some shady shit in order to win, but they did win.
I mean, it's like we got to look at the vast goal on the outside of it. I mean, sacrifices. There will be sacrifices.
Like, I miss when
humanity will win.
Yeah.
Think about it this way, like, cities can only hold so many people. Everyone who can't get into a walled city is basically just stuck on the outside like a big old juicy hamburger, just like a big old piece of bait. So the commanders were like, we can use that.
Oh, you use the bait.
We can use
the bait.
that. They actually went into like on how they had to retrain soldiers to go from, aiming at the center of mass to headshots or nothing.
That's a bar in itself.
Yeah. They changed, they took away assault rifles and everyone got marksman rifles instead. Because headshots or nothing. They made a specialized pickaxe axe. A double pickaxe.
Wait, axe?
Or, okay, it's a stick with a hinge and a pickaxe. You hit the zombie in the head with the stick. The pickaxe goes over.
Hits him in the back of the head, yeah.
And that's the only melee weapon that the army was permitted to use.
Headshot or nothing. Headshot or nothing.
All right.
And
the axe, I like the axe though.
Because I miss back in the day with zombie movies that were different. 28 Days Later was probably my favorite zombie movie.
Yeah, that's one of them. Because that was honestly one of the ones where like we were just turned 18 or just about.
we were in high school.
That was one of the first ones I got to go to movies by myself, see it, and it was like scared shitless watching. I was like,
and I was like, because like it had all the types of zombies, the fucking zombie rat things that they had to go away from, the crows that were eating something and it dropped blood in the person's eye. I was like, that lives rent free in my head. Like every time I look up, I'm like, please,
no, not
like no, not in the eye,
not like this.
That's how you go. You know what I mean? Like that was, and then it was like, yo, if we can survive until they starve themselves out, where is the good plots?
The human, the struggle. We need the struggle, not just the. Yes, we know they're going to be, the possibility of being eaten is there. That's always there. It's like that fear is always there. Give me new fears in the zombie. I need something else. Give me the psychological. Give me the emotional fears. Give me that, like, make me feel something different.
And give me some type of resolution, because if you're just going to tell me that they're, like, literally, like, when you can guess the plot, like he said on page 4, like, from season 1, I was like, I know that's the plot of season 2, is that we try to create a society, and then someone obviously is going to fuck it up.
Yeah, because we did that, and we keep doing it.
And that's what we keep doing. We just keep recycling characters and locales, but
it's just like, why? At what point?
That's what we're doing. That's it.
It's like, why?
Like, you can never get things better than a certain point, because after you get to that point, someone has to come over and fuck it up.
Exactly. Because like, if you get to the point where like the story is like everything's going good, it's like, well, you end the show there, and it's like, no,
No,
money.
No, money.
So
Money. Because
random dude B.
someone has to accidentally let a zombie in. Someone has to die. Like, even if they got to a point to where everything was fine and they didn't even get attacked, someone could just die in their sleep at random due to a fucking aneurysm and then turn into a fucking zombie. And then what would they do? Then boom, your whole society in this area is ruined. You gotta go somewhere else. Once again.
And it's just fucking annoying.
And then we rinse, cycle, repeat.
Another one I'll throw in the hat too is Zon 100. Zon 101? Is it Zon 100 or Zon 101? The anime.
Oh, 100.
Zon 100.
Yeah.
I highly recommend that one as well because it's kind of it takes everything. It's a joke on zombie movies as well as it takes this.
I did not watch the last 3 episodes only because the animation team.
Oh, that's what it's all
weird.
fucking. Yeah, it's all out now. But
Okay.
It's one of those things where the show takes itself very seriously and not very seriously at the same time. So like One Piece or Dan to Dan or something like that, where it's like it takes the show seriously, takes the jokes just as seriously, takes the serious parts. And so the main characters are relatively safe and like some of the side characters, but it's still very interesting plots they get in because it explores like humans trying to live in a zombie apocalypse, not survive. Like they make a bucket. Like his whole thing is about this bucket list. The main characters, the 4 of them, they make a bucket list, and their whole thing is they want to do this bucket list before they die.
Yep.
And it's like, but the main character Kira, he reminds me a lot of like Luffy because he's going around like he's liberating people, giving them a last chance at life. Like, yeah, we live in a zombie apocalypse. Like, it doesn't have to be all bad.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're going to live, why not have some fun with it?
Yeah.
And like he spreads that, and so it's a very fresh. Another one that's a very fresh take on like zombies, and like I would put that out there too if like anyone's looking for anything zombie related to watch as well. And like I started reading the manga after where the anime left off, and it's still
Like I was enjoying it. The only reason I stopped was because I was like, I'm not about to watch one episode, wait 5 weeks for another episode. I was like, I'll give it a second, and then it got into the backlogs.
But I will tell you this though, the last episode is very similar to the last episode of Delicious in Dungeon. Like it gets you very excited for what's coming next. Like it sets up what's next, and I'm just like,
I'm dying now because that's going to be my new thing. Instead of the back rooms, it's the backlogs. They're in the backlogs.
They're in the backlogs. 7-day backlogs, a classic app. Yeah, that's but I'm hoping we get some fresh zombie take on things too. Yeah. I mean, I would like a give me a whole new suite. Give me some new mummy stuff, some new Frankenstein, werewolf, zombies.
So
vampires.
We're talking about new zombie stuff, right? And I mentioned this to you all 4 times now. The Flesh Mix.
All right, so thank you all for coming in for today's episode. We're gonna all right, Chris. We're gonna let you.
It's the Fleshmancy for me, my guy. Like it's
just such
a weird way
you say this.
It's because they casually said it in the game, and that's why I just casually say it. The game starts off, and they go, "You're a solstice warrior." This is Sea of Stars, by the way. This is the name of the game, and they go, "You're here to stop the Fleshmancer." It's in bright red, and it's like, and I'm thinking to myself, that is such an interesting thing to say. And then it's your classic little RPG. You're going around, you're fighting your slimes, you're fighting this giant slug monster thing, and you're going through, and then they're like, meet us here so we can fight the dweller, blah, blah, blah. And then, you get there, you're starting to fight the dweller, and you're like, oh, it's interesting looking.
Like, what are we doing?
And then they're like, oh, that's not even his true form. Then you see his true form, and you're like, oh, it's very interesting.
Meaty.
And then they're like, let's talk about the Fleshmancer. And then you start to see flesh-themed dungeons. Like I showed you earlier. Where you're just...
Flesh-themed.
Yeah. So if we could... Someone out there in Japan, go recommend that to an anime person to write me an anime about the Fleshmancy. Forget necromancy, guys. We don't need you dead. I can Fleshmancy your skin off your body right now. I'm gonna...
If you had to describe those boss fights, would you call them visceral?
This vivacious vernacular is terrible. This is horrible. This is horrible.
See, he's also a Fleshmancer because the vein in my head right now...
He said the vein in his head is...
Okay, first off, pause.
Pause.
Phrasing.
With that,
Absolutely throbbing.
may your bed stay warm, your pillow stay cold.
Stay perfect, chat.
One time for the one time.
Was this an episode? Because I had this up the whole time.
Yeah, it was,
So,
yeah.
you know.
I just kept letting it go. I mean,
we were just talking, and I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot he was recording, and then when he said when you did the shout out, and you went,